Very good morning to all the delegates present over here and the dignitaries present in the dais. First of all, I'd like to thank the organizers for giving Genius India an opportunity to put forward their views on this topic of the day, the integration of refinery and petchem. Well, as we are moving towards, moving ahead year by year, refiners are increasingly focusing on the increased profitability. Increased profitability and sustainability of their refineries. So, what is the way out? If they go with the conventional refinery techniques of gasoline, diesel, and all of those things, these are no longer going to be profitable as well as sustainable, because there are pressures from the various quarters of emissions standards to be met, as well as sustaining the refinery or the complex or the industry. So the way forward for this is nothing but going towards the petrochemicals or chemicals. And there is nothing better other than the integrating the existing refineries, revamping the same, and integrating it for the production of petchems, which are going to be increasingly profitable, more efficient, and at the same time sustainable in terms of that you are capturing that carbon part and putting it into the final product. So this is a triangle showing the kind of conversion which we refiners are nowadays aiming towards. Bottom is the bigger one, the refinery part. And as we move towards integration, initial conversion is refinery plus BTX, that aromatics part, benzene, toluene, and propylene part. As we further move towards more complex facilities, we go for the crackers, steam crackers, and we go for the ethylene propylene production, and further downstream production of propylene, polypropylene, or some other petchem products. So a further advancement of same is going to be O2C, crude oil to chemical, wherein the products are much value added. The products are much higher in demand, though the quantum is low, but the value is very high. Wherein we target, the nowadays refiners are targeting for as high as 70 to 80% conversion of the feed. So this is the trend which is moving in the currently. What are the key points for the integration? The key points are the value maximization, that you are maximizing the value of your feed product. Feedstock flexibility. You can feed right from crude, whether a range of crudes from various sources, light to heavy, as well as the gases, natural gas feeds. So that kind of flexibility is being targeted for the production of petchems. Higher efficiency, because we are as we go for the energy transition, everybody is looking for more returns, lesser emissions. So higher efficiency, the trend is industry is also evolving towards that. We are targeting overall efficiency, higher efficiency refinery margins. Like industry is going towards conversion from this steam drive to electric drives. So such kind of modernization and the integration will be there as we move in the integration. Environmental sustainability, I've already told. We are capturing that carbon part and using it in that products. Now, of course, market drivers. Market drivers means, as we in the previous note addressed by Shiparik ji, that we are moving towards electric vehicles or the green hydrogen. So with that, the dependence on regular refinery products of gasoline, diesel is going to be rather low. So the alternate is go for the higher other alternate products of like petrochemicals. So that is a driving factor for this integration. There are many refiners all over the world doing this integration projects, integration things. Some of the refiners I've listed over here. Other driving factor is that increasing gap between the supply and demand. With regard to India, if our country, I mean, if we compare the supply and demand for the petrochemicals, there is a trend given from 2025 till 2047. The expected production is in the range of, this is KTA unit production, 33 to 36 or 40 like that. But the demand is continuously stepping up, and within the last 10 years, 2040 to 47 is much steeper. So that gap is continuously increasing. So that itself presents a tremendous opportunities for the refiners and other industry players to go for that conversion of crude to more towards the petrochemicals or the value-added chemicals, niche chemicals. Well, as regards the short-term demand in terms of refinery, the oil demand is expected to grow at 3.5 to 4 annually, which is driven by mostly by the transportation fuel of regular transportation fuel of gasoline, diesel. While in terms of long-term, because long-term is going to be, the future is going to be electric. So electric vehicles are going to be there. With that, the regular demands for the refinery usual products will be lesser, but conversion to petchems will be higher. So roughly around 70% conversion will be there, expected to be there with the advancement of all these electric vehicles and all. And with that, the gasoline and diesel demand will expected to be down. Post 2040, it is particularly expected to be reduced by about 10 to 15%. And in terms of petrochemical sector, our demand is continuously expected to grow with the Make in India initiative and expanding manufacturing sector, usual sector. I mean, our middle class income and all those things are leading towards the more adaptation towards the petrochemical business. So this is a driver for that petchem part. I have some other economic figures. If we go for the conversion of our feed stock to petchems, while our national average conversion, we can say, is in the range of, say, 9.7, it's a figure in one of the findings. Of course, it varies from refiners to refiners. Some of the refiners are having conversion up to 24% within our country, and some of the refiners are having around 6%. So this conversion has to go up, and nowadays we are targeting for a conversion of, say, 60-70% also. So this is the kind of growth this sector is expected to see. There are numerous chemicals, numerous value-added products like PP, PVC, LLDP, SDP, acetic acid, SBR. Though these demands are very low, but these are very niche and high value items. So that increases the profitability as well for the refiner. So that is one of the driver and for the conversion of crude to chemical. Other key drivers are like population growth. Our country expected to touch 1.6 billion by 2047. Some economic growth. India is supposed to be one of the largest economy of the world by 2047. Rising middle class income and shift towards electrical and other greener fuels leading to this part. So, well, as regards petchem consumption per capita, if you go, I think this was already also addressed in earlier address also. One of these slides here. Per capita petchem consumption is in terms for our country, India is in the range of roughly 1/3 of the average, world's average. We are hovering at around 12 to 14 kg per year per capita. While in other countries, if you go, the average is in the range of 35 to 40. And in some of the countries like China and US, it is touching a figure of 70 to 80 kg per year per annum. per capita. So, I mean, all these factors are clear indication that we have to move towards petchem or profitable oil to chemical business. There are demands, there are features being offered by the industry wherein we can increase the efficiency as well as carbon capture and all those things. See, this difference of per capita is mainly the reason is because of the stage of economic development, urbanization, infrastructure, consumer good penetration, automotive sector, agriculture use. So these are, I mean, these are the factors which we are leading to the higher per capita consumption, which will lead to. The potential for growth is the rising middle class income, infrastructure boom, automotive sector, shift to modern agriculture. So these are some of the factors. Now the challenges, I mean challenges, if we see what are the challenges for this, for us to go for this transformation or integration. We need to have good infrastructure, develop the basic facilities, infrastructure for the feedstock as well as for the downstream end user, reaching the product to the end user. Energy transition. Energy transitions means we have to gradually shift towards green as per the global demand, global statutory regulations, environmental regulations. So that is another challenge. While meeting these energy regulations, you have to go for the increased profitability, go for the integration. This is a challenge. Global market scenario, there may be fluctuations as we move ahead. So we need to quickly target or change over some flexibility on the change of petchems, the kind of user they demand is there, and the environment regulations. So, I mean, these are some of the challenges that we are facing currently. But at the same time, nowadays the trend is that as EIL, we are witnessing a lot of, as part of our regular business, we are doing a lot of feasibility studies wherein a lot of clients, our clients, prospective clients, are going for this kind of conversion because they cannot, I mean, go away with their regular refineries. Only the way out is with the existing infrastructure, go for the conversion and the integration. With integration, they are able to utilize their present infrastructure and their refineries complex, like utilities facilities, off-site facilities. So that way, integration is giving a good opportunity for the higher maximization of the product as well as higher conversion and higher efficiency, overall efficiency of the complex. So, I mean, with these challenges and some other, there are other things are also there. I mean, yeah, for me, so this is the thing from my side. And let's discuss the question answer after that, after the session.